I'm honored to be among you to talk today about JACC in China. I gave a talk yesterday where I was talking about building a future of cardiovascular health together. I also want to say how nice it is to be here among the other editors. These editors, I'm privileged to be part of this group. And you should know that we are not competitors. We actually are all working together for common cause. We want to see cardiovascular health improve. We each have different journals and different roles, but really we see each other as friends and colleagues also. And you should see us not as, we should be seen as a community of editors who are working and looking for your ideas about how to do better. The main emphasis, I think, the question, the challenge I give us is that how can we make sure Chinese science, which is extraordinary, can have more access to global stage, more opportunities to be seen on a global stage? And how can we work together to improve global cardiovascular health? The goal, of course, is not just publication, but impact. Impact. We want to see the world change for the better. And so the question is, how can we configure these platforms, working with scientists? And all of us are authors and scientists as well as editors. So, you know, we're thinking together, how can we have even more impact together? What's happening in China? This is a slide from yesterday, but I wanted to emphasize it again. I continue to be so impressed. I said yesterday, my first trip to China, 1981, a very different China. But I've been able to see such progress over time, extraordinary. So groundbreaking research is emerging from Chinese institutions, unique insights from Chinese healthcare system and population. You can study industrialized cities and the very best healthcare in the world. You can study villages where resources are difficult to come by. They don't have as many specialists. They have different challenges. In China, you can see the entire breadth of healthcare and context of healthcare. You can understand the challenges and we can overcome them. Innovative methodologic approaches. China, of course, has the capability of helping to develop not only what are we studying, but how are we studying it? How are we implementing new approaches? And of course, I see within China such remarkable dedication to advancing cardiovascular health. Every time I come, I'm humbled by the dedication of Chinese doctors and scientists, how much they want to make a difference, how hard they will work, and how much they care. So this is our family of journals. We don't have the 18 that the European Heart Journal has. I will tell you 10 is enough for me. I don't know, 18, that's quite an accomplishment. But we also span a spectrum of areas. We also work together. We don't compete. We're trying to figure out where's the best place for each article. As Filippo said, same idea. If it's strong science, if it's strong methods, we're trying to figure out where it should fit. And we want to help the authors. And if it's not in the JACC group, where can we help suggest you go elsewhere? But the idea is that we want to be helpful. And of course, we have JACC Asia. And my good friend and colleague, Professor Wang Jian-an, you know, is an amazing scientist, an amazing humanist. He cares about patients. He cares about science. He wants to see progress. I'm honored to work with him. I'm honored to have, as I came on as editor, a journal that is in China, but also focusing on Asia. And it's a great piece. So China and JACC, here's the commitment. We have to be sure every submission receives a fair review. You know there can be Western bias in the way in which some journals approach articles. It can be more difficult. We want to say we're truly international, only judging the science, not who you are, where you're from, but the consequence and importance of the science itself. We want Chinese researchers and Asian research to feel supported by the publication process, not dismissed, not second-class citizens, first-class citizens. Important that we value you, and we want to make sure that we find ways to support you. Our pages should increasingly reflect China's true scientific capabilities, and that the global cardiovascular health benefits from Chinese science should be achieved by more full participation in being able to get out to global audiences. So we can work together on all of this, finding processes and approaches. I just wanted to highlight some recent articles from China that we've published. These happen to be 3 trials to say we are avid, we are very eager to be able to publish this kind of work. This drug, for example, only available in China, not available in US. We don't let the reviewers say, okay, not in U.S. No, we don't care. It's only a question, is it important science? Is it advancing potential knowledge for global cardiovascular health? And of course, with so many people in China, anything in China affects so many people. There was actually two papers, two trials, separate trials. This Ge Jianbo was a senior author on this one. Of course, Ma Changsheng, our good friend and leader for this conference, was senior author on this one. Dr. Sun, the first author. But I'm just using it as an example also from Chen Xiaoliang, the recently presented at TCT conference in Washington, D.C. But again, when it comes in, we only judge the science. We judge what's in front of us. We say, we don't care who you are, junior, senior, what country, just we want to find the best science. We want to work together to disseminate it and make a difference. So with that, I say thank you very much, very short. I'm happy to field questions or later with my colleagues. Thank you.